Hello everyone. Today Kevin and I got a little close to the Habitat store. Look at this beautiful couch that somebody donated. You know, that's a nice leather couch. That could have sold for good money, but they chose to donate it so that the money can go to be paid forward to help build a home for somebody, because that's what the Habitat store is based on. You make donations and the things that sell go to build homes for the homeless. And not necessarily just homeless, but the needy that can get a home they can afford. I mean, you know, it just is a great cause. These stools right here, that I'm looking for stools for my kids, but those are too high and in too bad a shape. And these wooden chairs, I really thought they were the old ones with something missing, but as soon as I tilted it forward, I could tell it was that cheap little old lightweight thin wood that, you know, somebody really large plops down on it, it's gonna break. I'm sorry. It's the kind you put up when a certain company comes over. And look at that lamp. If there was two, I would have bought that. But I'm doing a little project painting brass lamps, and maybe I'll get to show y'all someday soon. But if you've broken a shade or don't like the shades on your old ceiling fans, you can always find new light bulb covers for your ceiling fans. It seems like at every Habitat store and Goodwill. Look at those light fixtures down there. They're just so pretty. I'm sorry about the voiceover, but they had country music playing in the background, and it does make it more enjoyable to shop when you've got some music and you're not hearing everything everybody's saying. This Habitat store is in Benton, Arkansas, and they don't have as much furniture as the one that we went to in Little Rock on South University. They have a big, huge area of furniture. This is the only little Easter kind of thing I saw. And everybody's seen these old baskets. Seems like there's always one everywhere. They just wanted $1 for it. And I didn't pick it up, but I do pick up a lot of baskets there. You can find really nice ones. Maybe not high dollar ones, but really nice baskets for making things, putting little things in. There's our little intro. Thank you for coming along with us. I had to get out of a guy's way. He was moving a chair, a nice double-seater chair that I was going to look at, but a lady had her hand on it. I don't need a chair, but it was nice. And this little pot right here caught my eye. Of course, made in China, bigger than all get out. It's got 4 stamps on it. No telling what that thing went through to get here. And here it is, sets for sale for $1. Blue and green. I'm drawn to blue and green. And I just had to go back to it and look again. I almost bought. I don't know why I didn't buy it. I guess because of the made in China. It just really turns me off. We've got so many products made in the USA. Artisans here in our own state, in our own little town. So, you know, I have a hard time, no matter how pretty it is, buying things that just are directly stamped. I thought that was maybe a Lefton, but it wasn't. But it's cute. Love grows best at Grandma's. And the little label thing, I don't know what it was covering up, but I can't keep up with clear glass. There's too many makers of it. Some is worth a lot of money that I'm sure I'll walk right by. But whenever I see the amethyst, the purple glass, I'm always drawn to it. That is really, really pretty. Etched on, stemware, 50 cents. If there was a set of those, I would buy them. I don't drink wine, but my son does, and both my kids do, and it would just be a nice gift if there was 4 of them. I have a relish dish that's that color. That was my mother's, and someday I'm going to get a collection of that purple, just so I can say I did, I guess. But all the little individual stemwares, I mean, what do you do with that? I guess, oh, and there's the Falls Craft. It's getting to where you see Falls Craft everywhere. Falls Craft was high dollar, you know, 15 years ago. And people looking for pieces of this and that. But once they went over to China, that just kind of killed the Falls Craft market. And that design is dated now. And this little box caught my eye. And, of course, it's made in China. But it's an Avon box. I did not know Avon ever had anything made in China. For all I know, all their products was made in China. I've never been interested in Avon. I had a great aunt that was a huge collector. She even had glass showcases in her living room to show all of her Avon. And those were cute little glasses, but I tell you, that doesn't hold enough coffee for me. That'd just make me mad. I mean, I got to have a big cup because I drink it like water. And there's Jesus, praise the Lord. Jesus is everywhere. And I'm telling you, I see Jesus things at every thrift store I go to. It's a good sign when you see that. Just Charlie was here. Those are cute little things to do for parties. Customize a little cup for somebody with that chalk paint and right on there. And there's some more falls craft. That's the newer. That's probably I think that's some of what's made in China. I could be wrong, but it was 50 cents a piece. And so it was $17 for everything that was there. And of course, it was an odd number of cups. But if you've got somebody that has lost everything, or somebody just starting out, you can make a set of 4 real easy for somebody. Give them a nice set of dishes. I mean, I was tempted to buy them. But I just recently, at my age, purchased me some dishes of my own. I've always been given sets of dishes and never got to choose my design or pattern. And I finally bought some at my old age. So after I buy them, here I see all these things. Those were porcelain with the silver rubbed off. And the writing was in white, etched in white. And I don't know about y'all, but I see that spongeware everywhere I go. And that is such a dated theme to me. But a lot of people love it. They just equate it with country. I equate it with the early 80s. That's when it seemed to have come out, when I was starting to set up my first household. So it was always everywhere. I had a big old heart-shaped plate and a pie plate. And they were given to me. I did not buy them. I always look at the little plastic things and see if there's anything Disney or whatever that's old, that's usable. I've got grandkids, and I think it'd be cool if they found some vintage Disney in my cabinet after I died. This is some Noritake. You know, people can look on Replacements LTD and they see that Noritake bowl may be $150. Well, here it is, if it's sitting here for 50 cents. So that kind of tells you the market is pretty crazy. If you need that one piece for your great-great-grandma's set, yeah, it's worth what they charge. But that little Flaherty set right there, I didn't even look at it, and it is just precious. I wish I had taken time, but I had a lady coming up behind me, and I felt pressure to move on. This right here caught my eye because I have seen those before. I'm pretty sure that's false craft. And I don't know. I think it's an incense burner, but I think it's kind of kitcheny. Maybe I would use it for a grease holder. But with the holes in it, who wants to smell old grease? So I don't know what that is. If you know what it is, write in the comments, because I really don't know. I'm old, but I don't know what that is. And all of the good cups are gone. You know, if somebody's donated them. I can't believe we're still seeing geese prints on stuff come around. It's amazing. Some bad things just never go away. And here is some lamb's wool. And if you're a motorcycle rider, you know how valuable that is for your butt. That right there will keep you comfortable on a 110-degree day, and it'll keep you comfortable on a 30-degree day. You just put some straps on it, cut it to fit your motorcycle seat. You don't even have to really strap it, but I would. You never know. But somebody donated a lot of it, and they're getting $50 a piece, and that's about retail, I would say, for it. I sold some. Not that much, a little cheaper than that, but it wasn't real clean either. And here, you know, get you stuff for your wedding tables. And I come around this corner and it's like, I don't need kid stuff. I do buy kids' toys at the Goodwill if they're in decent shape and wash them up. But I saw this. This huge tackle box. It says $8. That's all metal with the aluminum stacking 3 shelves on each side of Pilsen. Or Filson Tackle Box Deluxe. And it has a number on there, but I cannot read the number on it. So at this point, I'm so excited. I can't hardly stand it. I know I'm weird, but I know the value of these things, and especially to avid fishermen and somebody doing a collection and they need something to put their antique lures in. Looky there. Right there it is. And I'm telling you, I used to sell things out of my car to antique dealers and stuff. And I've had booths and stuff, but I know exactly where I can take that and I can get enough money to fill up my gas tank. So that's why I bought that. And I'm excited about what's inside of it. I'm not even going to stand there and look, because I know I just need to grab it and go. I get so excited that then I can't really look at anything else seriously. Because I just want to go, are you people idiots walking by this thing? See, I should have grabbed that water sprinkler if it was any good. But eyes are going. Just looking, we got helmets. They got just a variety of things thrown up on some shelves, and some shelves are real organized. It was pretty sparse. I have seen this place packed full, but it was really pretty sparse. And these caught my eye. I don't really do new, but there's a flea market I can do that likes new. And those would probably do pretty good there. But, made in China. Everything is made in China. And, look at the disc. $4 for those full. And I'm sure that they're empty. You have to open them up and see if they've been written on. But that's a deal. Deal of the day if you're still writing disc, And I didn't even go over there because men were over there talking. They had a lot of nice looking toilets. Hot water heaters in the back corner. And the sinks. I'm telling you, there are some things to be had. And you just have to know what you need. Have your measurements. Somebody's old little box that some kid painted. Not an antique mirror. But I have to look. I can't just pass that up. And people buy this new stuff that's been donated, chemicals and things in the bottle. And I just have never really even looked at it because you don't know how old it is and why it was donated. That's a nice little changing table if you need one. They're old school now. But I had one for my son that was like that. And I come around the corner and look at this orange. Now, I had a set of luggage, this kind of orange naugahyde, but this is a kid's couch that somebody has made. I'm going to say maybe it was in a play area at a doctor's office or a dentist office or something. I don't know. It has so many tacks driven in it. And some of it is unfinished, like underneath the legs. It's white wood. Almost looks like it was a cabinet door or something. That's not finished. So I don't know. I'm going to say it come out of some kind of medical office or some peepaw made it for their kids in their playhouse or something. I just don't know. But it's funny because I had a set of luggage, that color, 4-piece set, and we ran across one the other day at a flea market. I couldn't believe it. It was the same set of luggage. May have been mine. Who knows? We all got a set at Christmas one year, different colored luggage. But, if you're like, I know people that live in tiny houses and are going into tiny houses. A little love seat. They have some nice little love seats here. Books. Kevin found him a book. We won't talk about the boxes of books he's got in the attic to read yet, but he does like to spend about 30 minutes a day, if you know what I mean, reading a book. Look at all this leather. That tells me somebody's little leather shop shut down. A lot of rolls of fabric if you're a seamstress. I have gotten my grandkids' books here, but I'm not taking the time to look today. We're getting hungry. We were out running around. Straight talk. What men need to know or what women should understand. Well, I wish you could explain a man. I'm telling you. They have just a little variety of arts. They've thinned down. They used to have this huge stack standing up of pictures. You could hardly look through them. But like that little cabinet right there, you shabby chic that thing. You put you some different color paint or wallpaper in the back of that thing, pop it, and it's sold, You can do that all day long. See, that's just a really nice frame. That's a nice piece of art to add somewhere. Nice mirrors. That's nice. I mean, to put that like in a bathroom maybe or a hallway. You just have to think outside the box. And this stuff is so cheap that, once I start that flea market, and if I get Kevin to commit to it, because I can't do all that lifting and stuff. Look at this glass, y'all. There's a house down the road from me that has that glass. And little bitty slitted windows. But that is 70s glass right there. That thing is dated. But they always have nice little armoires, seems like. And I have found some wonderful chairs. But let's get back to the tackle box. I got it home and went through it. And it's had this little thing here says, what is it? Ohio Blue Tip. That one's from Ohio. 1963, and then see all the metal, how corroded it is. I'm gonna say deep sea contamination, saltwater contamination. I actually had 2 keys to this tackle box in it. Cha-ching! these right here, I've seen the round top of the spinner, but nothing like that. I don't know. That's just different. That ball in the middle, that's a big spinner. I'm thinking deep water, river, something. I don't know. It had to be a really big, like you fish it for something big. But this spoon, this is a balsa wood spoon, 2-color, and it's thick, and the hook is gone. And that right there, that screw, that tail, that is not right. That did not go on there. This had a hook on it, and that's all it had on it when it was made. I guarantee you, because that's how you use a spoon. Then you put your frog on there, or whatever you're going to use. These old weights and this old metal, look at this. Now, that would be on a heavy net to me. I don't know. Trot lines? No, I don't know. You fishermen have to tell me. My daddy's gone. He's my fisherman for reference. And this right here, it took me a minute, but I did recognize it as, oh, that is a string holder to, hold your string on. And I had no idea. And there's some leads. And they don't look too bad of shape, but most everything's corroded. There's some bottles of scented stuff that I did not open, but I kept them. I thought somebody might want the old bottles. A couple of newer lures thrown off in there. But these 2 spoons here, I looked them up. They came with a little lead on them with little balls on them, little like orange balls. But those 2 have not been used or opened, and they're not corroded. I don't know anything about them. And there was this magnifying glass. It's just a round piece of glass, and it's kind of just beveled around. I don't know. I never needed one. I guess somebody's vision was really bad in the fishing world that they needed that magnifying glass in there. I don't know. Maybe they burned their strings off. They didn't have no clippers. They had to get the sun in to make the string. I don't know. You have to tell me. I have a very vivid imagination, obviously. But, look at this. The Hub Motor Lodge. Philadelphia, PA. Swimming pool restaurant. I like this. TV and radio in every room. And complete air conditioning. I just love that. These look like they were made out of a milk bottle almost. That one's a little thicker than the other one laying in the hole there, but I've never seen nothing like that. That's not what we fish with in Arkansas that I've ever seen. And this hook right here, let me tell you what. When I hooked onto that fish, I thought I had a whale. I may have had a whale. I don't know. Because the string that I had through the eye hole of this hook was big, like weed-eating string through there. Look at that hook. Look at my thumb. Look at the size of that hook and the bend in it. I caught that whale that bent that hook. I bet there's a story that goes with that hook, if you know fishermen like I do. But here's it stamped inside it. Filson, KCMO, Kansas City, Missouri. I don't know. You have to tell me. I'm not going to do a whole lot of research on it. I looked up to see what they've been selling for, and I may just clean the outside